Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. That's your regular 7 to 10 day prediction, guys. Whoever is watching from my Patreons, I'm gonna have a separate one for you guys. So if you want to watch both, maybe YouTube one and for Patreons only. Pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 4 is on your right. I'll see you in timestamps. Hey guys, whoever has chosen pile number 1, let's see what is up with you the next 7 to 10 days from whenever you're watching this video. Let's put these aside. I believe this deck is called the Healing Light Tarot, if I am correct. I don't keep all the boxes in case anyone is curious. Let's see, what is your main energy, guys? What is gonna be the most important to you? How you feeling the next 7 to 10 days from now? Let's let gravity do the work. You have Knight of Pentacles. You have Death. I want 3 cards. And you have the Devil reversed, and I'm feeling it reversed. As you know, I don't always take reversals, guys, here. Let's roll them down a little bit. Wow, okay. Listen, it seems like you guys, whatever you are struggling with right now that's making you quite anxious, or any issue or argument you've had before, or maybe a addiction or personality trait that is not helpful for you, or maybe you're dealing with someone like that, it seems like there will be a chance to change things around, and a key for that seems to be patience. So I don't know what that means to all of you, since you're all different and you have different scenarios, but you being patient with what you didn't necessarily like before. Death is saying to you that there is a chance for you to switch things around, especially when it comes to facing your shadow self, or maybe someone that you're dealing with. If that's a person you are dealing with, it's saying there's a chance for things to improve, but it literally depends on the other person if they will want to do that or not. If that's you, you know exactly what to do and where your shadows lie. If you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, since this reading is based on the next 7 to 10 days from now, this still might come up, so just recognize it. And seems like a key is patience whilst you're trying to change things around. All right. How is your work, finances, stability? How is your work, finances, stability? Awesome. Okay. Okay. I just want to say, for some of you, watch your back and neck area as well. Don't overwork yourself too much. You know, 10 of Wands in this case, I'm not seeing this 10 of Wands as a literal burden, but I'm seeing almost like a message for someone saying, watch your muscles. If you working in a physical job, or let's say even if you work in the office, it's saying maybe you could stretch a bit, because I'm seeing for some people they might have a muscle pain somewhere, especially the back area here. Okay, expect the unexpected changes in your work the next week and a half. It seems like you're getting clarity on what you want, whatever the situation here. You're getting clarity on what you want, and I think there might be a person who either changes things around for you, or a person you might look up to who has a really good advice, and somehow that advice might impact how you see your work life or what you want to do next. You know, it's bittersweet, I'm feeling. The vibe when it comes to stability and work, it's bittersweet. It's almost like I'm ready to let go of the old chapter or the old way of doing things. I'm ready for the new, but it might be difficult for me to step into something that I am not used to. Overall, you have a sun card here. It's saying this change of yours and releasing your burdens or switching things around is going to be great. This is a big learning experience for a lot of you guys. Doesn't matter how big or how small. It's saying you will have a chance to learn quite a lot and to see what you want to change in your work life. Same goes for your finances and stability, okay? It seems like you've been carrying something for a long time and now you want to release it. Whatever that heaviness is for you here. Something unexpected might happen. Maybe you're going to talk to someone. Maybe something's going to happen where, you know, because of some kind of unexpected event, at first it might shake you up, but straight afterwards you get an offer of some sorts, or these go hand in hand. Unexpected offer. I'd say this is a good week to dig deeper or take a look at if you have any forms to fill. Okay, read the small font. Commitment. It's a good week to make new commitments. That's what I would say. New. I'm feeling like old commitments might be coming to an end, and maybe you're feeling it intuitively already. Maybe it can be as small as, you know, a task. If you have a lot of tasks in your everyday routine, maybe you're letting one go, right? So interpret it, because there's a lot of you watching here. Let's take a look at your relationships. It can be platonic, it can be romantic. What is going on? Pile number 1. Okay, keep getting 10 of Wands. So your work and your relationships, it seems like they're very connected. See where you're feeling overwhelmed. In which department, work or relationship? Because somehow one affects the other, okay? What do you need to know about your relationships? Okay. Two twos. Okay, so someone is deciding what to do here. How should I go about this? What should I do? It seems like either you're getting some kind of an offer or a chance to start something new with someone here. But I'm seeing that someone is wondering, can this be done? How should I approach this? It's almost like someone is doubting, and this is probably you. Someone is doubting themselves. And I think there might be an underlying fear here, because the offer and your opportunity of communication, of maybe even a project for some of you, since there is an Ace of Pentacles here, it's making someone a little bit uneasy. But I think there is an underlying feeling of fear, maybe due to self-sabotage, because we have the Magician. The Magician can do anything, you know, he has a lot of tools in order to complete this. I'd say since in the Two of Swords here we have a moon on the third eye, your gut already told you what to do when it comes to this. Let's see who you might be dealing with here. An offer to go somewhere, an offer to do something, to start something new. Oh, card on the floor. Bear with me. Maybe you're signing some kind of a contract here for some of you. This feels quite serious to me. It doesn't feel like it's romantic. It could be. If it's romantic, it's meant to be, because we have Justice here, okay? What I mean by meant to be, you meant to cross paths. There is a reason these two people have met and they are coming up with something, or there is an opportunity to start something, okay? A possibility. Who are you dealing with here? You're dealing with someone who tells you how it is. You know, this is someone who's quite honest. This is someone who's quite honest. I believe this is someone who likes to travel as well. And maybe this person has a connection to a logical type of work where they have to calculate things, where they have to maybe fill documents, maybe even legalities for some of you. But for others, this is someone who has good ideas, very intelligent person. And this is someone who keeps looking towards the future. What should I do next? The next good thing, okay? The next good thing. Okay. I want to take a look at that devil a little bit closer. Where is the devil here for pile 1? Okay, this is for those who are entrepreneurs or who work for themselves or tend to be very independent people. It's saying, please, the next week and a half, do not overwork yourself. Take it one step at a time with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Everything will be moving smoothly for you if you don't overpush it, if you don't overdo it. Maybe a couple of workaholics here, perfectionists. It's saying, hey, let's face our shadows the next weekend. Let's take a chill pill a little bit. Not to say that you have to ditch responsibilities, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean here. Okay? Let's pull a couple of cards for self-care. And let's see any advice that we may have for pile number 1 here. Any advice? Or a message? No repressed emotions, this is saying, okay? The next week and a half, please try and find balance between your emotions and your body. Don't repress it, talk about it, express yourself, be honest with people. Okay, let's read the first card. The trigger statement says, I am boiling over. The true statement says, I allow myself to feel. Give yourself space to decompress and take time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Allow emotions to surface and release. And then we have reset card, which says, trigger statement, I am sick. True statement is, I am alive. It is time to embrace a new way of being, one filled with health and the freedom to create a new reality. So for some of you, this is connected to the devil card, saying watch what you eat, how you treat your body, how much stress you're feeling, and how that impacts your body too. So the next week, your body will be talking to you, pile number 1. Listen to what it's saying and give it to your body what it wants, okay? I hope it made sense, pile number 1. Thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 2, which is in between tarot. Let's see what's important the next week and a half. What's important the next week and a half. I want 3 cards for you here, guys. Let's see, shall we? So we have the moon. I love representation of the moon in this deck. Isn't it beautiful? Screams freedom for me, at least. We have the 4 of coins. And we have the Ace of Cups. It seems like pile 2, you're finding inspiration. The next week and a half, you might feel very inspired, happy, your heart is fulfilled. It could be connected to work with the 4 of coins. It could be connected to your stability. But for some of you, this is a new emotional adventure, okay? A new emotional opportunity for you. Water is quite important here. I would say this would be a great week to maybe go for a swim or spend some time by the water. Overall, since we have water here, it seems like you will try to rely on your intuition a little bit more, which will allow you to see things much more clearly in your life. All right. What's happening with your stability, with your career, finances? We like that for you. We have Ace of Cups. We have another Ace, which is Ace of Wands. We have the Five of Wands here. And we have the King of Cups. Love it. You know, it seems like you guys will be very focused on doing what you love, and there will be opportunities for you to be either creative, or again, you have a spark. The next week something will happen, or it already has happened, where you're gonna have a new spark. One thing I want to say, when it comes to work, connections and relationships, do not think that you are worse than the other person or other people. You can make things work. Something is definitely making you really, really happy here. I don't know what it is. Maybe a new idea that you have, maybe a new opportunity with Ace of Wands, but it seems like there are a lot of opportunities for you. But you seem to be the one who is somehow creating it for yourself too. I'm also seeing rewards for some of you if you had to compete for something, like maybe, you know, if you were, if you went to the interview. You might hear back from people the next week and a half. Listen, there is an opportunity to learn from someone in your work relationships. Someone who's smart. Someone who has a lot of wisdom to offer. Maybe you're going to be asking them for advice. Or if you tend to be the person who works in a job like this, you are doing that. And if that's the case, you're getting really good feedback. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. What is this new spark, new creation? I think I want to see for a couple of you here, not for all. You have a chance to take some time off and spend with your family, which you will find very exciting. Okay, collective message. Pile number 1 had the Devil come up, and you guys too. So listen, collectively it's saying the next week and a half is a really good time for reflection when it comes to own shadows. Okay, own shadow self. Let's see. So whatever you're gonna be doing, you might get those, you know, how should I express it for you? Almost like if you're excited about something new, or your work life, there might be that crippling feeling of fear somewhere underlying. It's saying, let's dig into why it's there. Do you think that you are lacking something? Where is it coming from? Let's track back, because your body will be giving you signals what to look at. Okay? Yeah, it seems like someone is afraid to start something. We had similar messages in pile 1. Collective, strong message. It's almost like people will be given opportunities, and with those opportunities or new ideas, somehow underlying fears or subconscious, you know, self-sabotage will come to the surface for you to deal with it. So it's an opportunity to grow as a person, this is saying, okay? Yeah. Make sure when it comes to work, you approach it one step at a time with temperance, and you have a good balance. Okay, you have a good balance. Don't rush things. Don't rush things. I'm hearing there's plenty of fish in the sea. For someone, this is, you know, a message that they needed to hear about. And I'm also seeing a soul connection here between two people. Somehow maybe work connected them with the Queen of Coins here. But overall, you have the Queen of Coins here. This is a really good indication that whatever you are doing, it's going to, soon enough, you're going to have your fruit of labor and you will be able to celebrate it. I want to say for some of you, you might want to decide to move on. Maybe you want to improve in your career field, or you want to leave a job, or you just did. You want to move on, you want to keep moving forward. Maybe you had 2 offers and you're going to decide to choose one. Okay? Because one of the offers or one of the jobs wasn't fulfilling enough for you here. Especially with the 5 of Cups in this deck. Look at her face. See that? She's like, numb. So just avoid situations when it comes to work that's making you feel numb. Or try, and work on yourself if you don't want to leave. In order for you to be in as much balance as possible, so no external situations can impact you that much. Let's take a look at your relationships. The next week and a half, would it be romantic, platonic? Let's see what is the most important here. Okay. Nine of Cups, 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Strength, 2 of Swords, and the World, and the Queen of Swords. Alrighty, let me adjust the camera a tiny bit. So what's happening here? Interesting storyline, I must say, because it seems like someone is going to be pretty happy seeing someone. So it's almost like there is some kind of a meeting I'm seeing here. Maybe you haven't seen this person for some time, or you just planned a get-together here, and I'm seeing that someone has to leave. So maybe there is distance between these 2 people. It can be the other city, it can be the other country, it doesn't matter how far, how close. But it seems like someone has to go. And someone has to go because they need some time to think and gather their strength. But there are fears here that I'm seeing with the 9 of Swords. Let's clarify, where are those fears coming from? Why is it here? Fears that I cannot do good enough, or fears that I'm not going to win, whatever this is that you're trying to win at. I don't know if I'm going to be successful in this when it comes to this person. I don't know if I can make this happen. Let me take a moment to sit still, to relax, to be with myself, and just see how everything is going to pan out. But overall, the strongest message here is saying someone is going in order to gather information, get their thoughts together, or to learn something, and then they can reach out again. It's almost like there is a separation happening between 2 people. We have the Magician here. We have the 2 of Coins. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Hangman. Let me see. I'm seeing 2 people working really well together. And what I'm seeing working is not necessarily a work situation. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's saying this connection between these 2 people is going to be really lucky. It's going to take you to where you need to be. And it somehow will change someone's perspective. So whoever you're communicating with here, it seems like this person is able to make you feel different or to think differently. This can be remembered at all times, vice versa, because there's loads of you watching. But overall, there is some kind of magic in the air here between 2 people, for sure. It's almost like I want to stay, I want to talk more, I want to communicate more, but I know I have to go and take care of things. And I know that this is going to be a longer, it's almost like it's not going to be a short period for communication. So this seems like this connection is going to be there for a long time. Whatever connection this would be, there is a reason behind that with the wheel. We have the Page of Cups, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups. You know, I'm reading this 10 of Wands very differently, purely based on imagery here. Someone wants to spark a fire. So fire could be talking about passion or drive, motivation. So somehow two people are able to do that between themselves and for each other, okay? And they want to discover more of that. They want to learn, they want to explore, they want to see where this is going to lead them. This was quite a story, I must tell you, Palti. Let's pull a couple of cards for self-care. Any messages for pile number 2 right now? Any messages for pile 2 right now? Okay, well, that one wants to come out. Okay, we have resilience. The trigger statement says, I need to control. True statement says, I surrender. Allow yourself to relax with the currents of life. These changes will take you even closer to where you are meant to be. It's saying basically go with the flow if you can. Don't overthink things too much. Everything will fall into places. You don't always need to control everything around you. You do and you don't. The perfect balance is being in the middle, right? Then we have flow card. Trigger statement says, why are things such a struggle? True statement says, I am in the flow. Again, you see, going with the flow. Take a breath, dear one, and allow yourself to feel the flow of life through you. Release your need to do and just be. These are very connected, as you can see, okay? These are very connected. So I hope that this made sense, pile number 2. Tramp, thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey Tribe, whoever has chosen pile 4, by the time I took a break and came back from it, the sun went down. That quick. Alright, main energies, guys, for the next week, week and a half. What is the most important for you all? Let's roll them down a tiny little bit. What is up? I feel like some of you really need to sleep, man. So you might be quite busy the next week, week and a half, and you'll probably want to spend a little bit more time in bed. So maybe going to sleep a little bit earlier would be great. We have 3 of Pentacles to start with. You're definitely watering your garden here, metaphorically. The plants, the seeds that you've planted are growing. We have the Page of Pentacles here. You have Pentacle cards coming up here, so maybe your stability and work will be important for you. We're gonna look at these cards from a close-up. And you have the 4 of Swords. You see that sleep energy here? Chill. Okay, so what's happening here, I'm paying attention to the Page of Pentacles in the middle where she's putting a coin in her bag. So maybe there is something that is going to be quite beneficial for you when it comes to work, or some kind of an idea that you have that has opportunities, prosperity, maybe even a work connection, because the 3 of Pentacles is about collaborations, okay, and working with people. But here it seems like it's going to be quite beneficial for you, even though you are going to be in partnership of some sorts. You know, that partnership doesn't necessarily have to be work, because there is a lot of people watching this, but it seems like you guys, you know, I'm looking at the 4 of Swords here. It's like you're leaving your old self behind, if I can put it that way. You're leaving your old self behind and you want to maybe take care of yourself a bit more, or to do things that you love. There's connection to candles, or maybe to mystery or spirituality here. Let's look at your work the next week, week and a half. Work, stability, finances. Let's see. You have Five of Swords, you have the Emperor. There's a bit of jealousy here coming up, I'm seeing. I do feel like if you are dealing with a boss or someone who tends to be bossy, you might have a slight conflict with them, but it's only because it seems like you might be reflecting to this person something that they might not like about themselves. Or maybe you are triggered by that person because they're reflecting something back at you. This can be always, you know, vice versa, because of the amount of people watching. You have King of Swords and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So it seems like you're going to be very focused on your mind. You're creating a lot of things with your mind. So you're planning a lot. You probably want to dive deeper. You want to learn a little bit more, but you're doing it in a very patient manner. Let's clarify the Five of Swords here. You have the Moon. I must say, you know, for some of you, there is some kind of challenge that you are facing in front of your own self. So you might be your own worst enemy when it comes to work, to be honest. We have the Nine of Cups here as well. It seems like if you'll decide to face your fears, I mean, this is a repetitive message collectively here, I must say. It's coming up in different card combos, but the message is quite the same. If you're going to decide to dive deeper into your subconscious, what's holding you back when it comes to work, you will be able to discover the way out. But with the Nine of Cups, it's saying that there is some kind of a wish fulfillment you're going to be feeling pretty happy about. Your work life, I want to say it's almost like every day will have a different challenge. Some days will be super happy, some days you will feel like you want to rest a bit more. So maybe you have a big week for yourself, or there is a lot to do for you guys. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, overall you have your finances in place, everything is fine. Maybe some of you will want to save or put some money on the side or invest. Maybe that's something that you're going to be thinking of the next week, week and a half. You have Seven of Wands, but you're somehow very defensive. It's almost like you're protecting your heart space and your energy from someone that has some kind of connection to your work the next week. So I'd say just keep your eyes open and keep observing. You have to be the observer the next week, week and a half, because you'll be able to pick up a lot of things. And now you have the Queen of Pentacles. There's a connection, maybe a work connection of some sorts. You're quite similar together. And you have your values in place as well. So a work connection will be making you quite happy. You can trust each other, you know where you're going, and you think that this person can take you to new heights, or vice versa. Okay? I'm sensing for a couple of you this could be also a friend who might be advising you about work. But for most of you, this is some kind of colleague or maybe a partner when it comes to work. For a couple of you, this could be your, if you are married, your wife or your husband. And both of you you know how to motivate each other or how to advise each other, which is nice. You have a strong backbone here the next week, week and a half, as well as you have someone who has your back, which I like very much. I want to see for a couple of you, you probably will have to put your guards down in regards to one situation. Let's take a look at your relationships, even though this spread has a lot to say about relationships. Let's see. Definitely someone is saving money. Someone wants to save a bit more money for themselves. Relationships, pile 3. 5 of Pence. The devil. Listen guys, collective energy. The devil is in every single pile today. In every single one. So far. I don't know if pile 4. But so far. Page of Swords. 5 of Swords. 5 of Pence, 5 of Swords. There is definitely changes that I can't speak. Maybe someone needs to speak up and express themselves freely here. But there might be some kind of conflict here between two people, but it does seem quite internal to me. Someone is thinking what to say to the other person, how to express themselves so they don't appear rude or they do not hurt someone else. You will want to break away from a person who's holding you back in some form. And there is a chance that you might become a little bit more distant with them, or someone decides to kind of go and explore new ventures. There is a message being sent here, and that message might somehow influence the other person, where they're going to have to sit still and think what they've done or how they want to proceed further. We have Strength. We have the Star. We have Knight of Pence. We have Queen of Pence. I want to say for some of you, there is someone that you look up to the next week, someone who tends to be a good example and who can give you extra strength. For some of you, this person is older than you, or you are older than them. There's an age gap here for sure. And both of these people have a really good potential in life. They somehow will be winning, or they're already winning in life, okay? We have 4 of Wands. You're spending some time with someone indoors here that you're going to love. You might be feeling quite creative, or you might want to explore spirituality or woo-woo things a little bit more. It seems like you're working from home, and somehow the other person is important. See, your work and relationships, they're quite connected here, pile number 3. If you're coming from one other piles, there was a similar message there. But overall, it seems like you want to spend time with someone indoors and you want to make shit happen, okay? So I don't know what you're working on, what you create, and you know what you're talking about for yourselves. It's very future related with the Chariot here. There is a lot of success to be had. The partnership, would it be romantic, platonic here? It has a lot of potential. But before that, we're starting with another energy where someone is thinking to become distant from the other, and then they have another person that they want to be closer to. So maybe someone's going to step into your life and act as inspiration. We have the Tower. Someone's head is all over the place. We have the Hermit. We have the Hierophant. And it seems like someone wants to explore spirituality much more, retreat, do a bit of soul searching. You might be asking, yourself questions about life. You want to put things in places. You want to have a better structure, and it's somehow related to the person that you will surround yourself with. Or maybe this is you who is doing that if you tend to be in the field where you provide such services, okay? We have 7 of Wands here. We have the Moon. And again, we have the King of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? We have similar cards here when it comes to work and relationships. So I'd say, work connections are important the next week. Work relationships. Definitely. And someone will want to learn a bit more. In this pile, I cannot speak apparently. I'd say if you're gonna have any struggles or fears or questions, There is someone that you can rely on for sure. It's almost like this person is able to put your head in the right place without pushing too much, without, you know, pushing their opinions on you. Especially if you're gonna feel defensive, okay? But you're moving to a better place relationship-wise. You're moving to a better place. Someone needs to have their heart a little bit open, more open here. Because it's almost like maybe before they were blocking it, or they didn't want to talk about some kind of issues or what they are faced with when they are alone. And the next week, week and a half would be a great time to express yourself freely and for very honest communication. There is someone who wants to listen to you, pile number 3. Okay. Let's take a look at your self-care cards. Any advice? Would it be for now or for the next week? Any advice? Okay, thank you. So there's almost like a repetitive message, what I said to you before, you know, talk about your struggles, if there is something that you're struggling with internally. And why I'm saying that, because we have a balance card where trigger statement says, no one understands me. And true statement says, I ask for what I need. From a place of love, you need to stand up and speak your truth. What you wish for is what the universe wishes for you. It seems like someone is discovering self-worth more than they had it before. We have Restore card. Trigger statement says, I am broken. True statement says, I am illuminated. As you release your attachment to the high and low, you find peace and balance. Honor the cycles of your body and energy now. So pile number 3, I hope this made sense. I'm quite clumsy here. And Tribe, thank you for being here. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey pile 4 people, let's see. Overall energies, what's the most important the next week, week and a half? What is the most important the next week, week and a half, pile 4? We have the 8 of Wands. Expect the unexpected. Okay. What is the most important? We have the Star. Ooh. Very interesting. We have the King of Wands, and this card wanted to come out. We'll take them both. Okay, pile 4 people. Listen, the next week, week and a half, there is some kind of unexpected news coming your way. Something you didn't see coming, but it's almost like something that had to happen. It's going to make you feel quite fired up. This message might be coming from someone who tends to have a lot of fire in them. Creative person, probably likes to travel, or this might be you. This is someone who doesn't like a boring job. Okay, they're not gonna stay there for too long. It seems like something is happening quite fast here for you, out of the blue, which is connected to your dream or goal of some sorts. And it seems like someone's gonna have to take some time to think things through and retreat and go within. Let's take a look at your work and your stability, your finances the next week, week and a half. Your work, stability and finances, pile 4. 3 of Cups, 8 of Pens, 10 of Pens. Nice. Okay. And 3 of Pens. Pay attention to number 3 as well as number 8. Listen. You're gonna be happy about your career for sure the next week, week and a half, but there is a message about it saying, hey, you collaborating with someone or whoever you're working with. You have a really good vibe together with the 3 of Pentacles here, good partnerships. You're pretty persistent with your job, but I want to say whatever you are creating, it has a long-term success here with 10 of Pens. For some of you, you might get money from someone. It's almost like you are given something. But another message, what I want to say, it's saying do not neglect your social life if you can, wherever you're at. Meet friends, socialize, make new connections, because somehow that might be influencing your job. You know, this can be as simple as going for drinks after work with someone. Right? Okay, let's see. Let's clarify the 10 of Pentacles. There is more to it than this. 7 of Wands. Your work is protected, guys. I don't know whoever needs to hear that, but your work is protected for sure. Even if there might be a competition, even if you might feel a little bit meh or chaotic sometimes, you need to know that your financial success and your work is protected. Look, there is an angel watching you bake those coins, basically, okay? So whatever you're doing, it seems like you're on the right path, and all you need is patience with yourself. Double number 7, double number 8, double number 3. Synchronicities might be chasing you the next week and a half. If you want to look up the meaning of that specific number for that day, there might be a message there for you. Okay, anything else? Pile number. Okay, I mean, you're happy. You're pretty happy with your work life. It seems like you're pretty clear what you're doing. You know the money that you're earning is going to be doubled almost because of some kind of future goal that you have in mind, or a plan, or the structure that you have in place. Okay, that's awesome. Let's take a look at your relationships. Would be romantic or platonic. What is the most important thing here? Pile 4. Pile 4. Okay, relationships, pile 4. Major arcanas. Fool, High Priestess, 6 of Cups. All right. 5 of Wands. Let's clarify that 5 of Wands. The Hanged Man. One more major arcana. And one more major arcana, the Temperance. What is going on? Bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. When it comes to relationships, it seems like you will want to explore the unexplored territories the next week and a half. Whatever relationship here, it seems like you will want to either offer this person something new to do, or you will want to reconcile with someone. But whatever you're doing here, you're quite patient with this whole situation. There's a soulmate connection here between two people, and your intuition knows already who this is and who this is with. Either you dreamt of it, either you felt it intuitively that there is something more to this person than just that. Now remember, soulmates don't have to be romantic, right? But overall, it seems like you might be a bit conflicted in your head. You're like, let me take some more time and let me think things through. Let me just be. Let me just be. So after Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Swords follows, as well as the Ace of Swords, as well as the Hierophant. And the 6 of Wands. Interesting. So you're taking one step at a time with this person. It seems like you might want to change things around with the 10 of Swords here for you. I'm seeing because my vibe has changed, or my vibe is changing, I have a new approach to this connection. good partnerships can happen the next week and a half. If you are married, happy marriage life, for sure. Especially if you decide to do something together. Okay, but there is a winning vibe here with the Six of Wands. Whatever you do that is new to you somehow, to this connection, or what is unexplored, is going to be successful. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords here, what is ending. What is ending? Chariot and Ten of Cups. I mean, for some of you, you might want to change things around. If you are in romantic relationship, you might decide to seek for more. You ending something in order for your own happiness. That's the best way I can put this for you guys. Not to be too specific because of too many people watching this. I want to say, do not place any boundaries when it comes to your happiness. If you sometimes think like, maybe I should settle, it doesn't seem like it, pile number 4 here. It seems like you can have things as good as you imagine them to be. So don't place any boundaries when it comes to your happiness. Would it be friendships? Would it be romantic relationships? Okay, marriages even, I want to say. Because sometimes maybe you think that this is good enough, this is good enough. I have it good enough, but I think some of you are sabotaging your own happiness. Just make sure to keep an eye on that, okay? Yeah, you see, Magician can achieve anything that he or she wants. So whatever you're craving for, whatever connection, it's saying you can make it happen. You can make it happen. Who are you dealing with here? Pile 4, who are you dealing with here? You might be dealing with someone who might be either struggling with depression, anxiety, or they're not able to go to sleep. Someone who might be stuck a little bit in their life, maybe not moving forward because of something that's holding them back. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of someone who's so used to some kind of misery that's all that they know. And this is quite emotional. I'm not gonna get too deep into this. Whoever this message is for, you know what I'm talking about. This could be a masculine energy in your life, not necessarily. This person might have a strong, fatherly energy about them, or just, we all have both masculine and feminine. So whoever this is, they are in their masculine energy now. Damn. Listen. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and now pile 4. They all have a devil for the collective this week. So it seems like the next week and a half, whenever you're watching this video, it's a really good time to recognize what's not healthy in your life and what's not allowing you to be free. And free yourself from maybe your own shadows or people, situations that are somehow holding you back. So great week for reflection. Be an observer, okay? Be an observer. Let's pull a couple of cards for self-care. And let's see. What does pile number 4 need to know? Self-care. Okay. Remember how I said someone might be stuck in their own misery? Look, we have trigger statement in honoring yourself card saying, this is the way it has always been done. True statement says, I create my way. You're ready to fulfill your desires by thinking outside the box. The path less traveled may be more fulfilling. Acceptance card says, trigger statement, I cannot trust anyone. True statement says, everyone deserves my love. I open my heart to heal and release. I open myself to the peace of divine love and grace. So pile number 4, I hope this made sense. And tribe, thank you for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon.